Welcome back to the live action here from the NSBM Phase 2 grounds here in Malabe. It's been a very interesting game of football we had in that third place encounter as we head over to the final of this NSBM, the Green Shields organised by the NSBM Football Society for the 9th year anniversary. The football tournament 2025. NSBM taking on SLIIT here at the NSBM grounds, Phase 2 grounds rather, as both teams are being introduced to the dignitaries. NSBM led by Lahiru Randhania in that number 21 jersey. We'll hope that he could walk away with some silverware and bring some glory to NSBM. All important final coming up. As we take a look at the team sheets for this all-important final, NSBM led by Lahiru Randhania and plenty of eye-catching names as well who will look on to put on a show in that NSBM outfit. In goal it will be Dulanja De Silva, and it will be a very important game for these lads in front of the crowd, and at home they'll hope and walk away. SLIIT captained by Himusara will hope that they could upset this favourable NSBM outfit here at the NSBM Phase 2 grounds, which will be quite interesting game coming up on our cards. The two captains from both teams going with the pre-match toss. All done. NSBM led by skipper Lahiru Randhania, and for SLIIT University it's the number 11 Himsara who will lead his troops for this all-important final of these NSBM Green Shield organised by NSBM Football. The teams posing for one final time ahead of this all-important encounter. And will be a very interesting game of football coming up, as we did see quite a closely contested affair in that third place encounter as well. That scoreline didn't do justice, but nevertheless it was a SLIIT City Uni who walked away with that third place crown. And coming into this game, as you see on your screens, the SLIIT University outfit stripped off in purple. We'll hope that they could upset this home team here at the NSBM Phase 2 grounds. And joining me in the combox for this final yet again is Atif Siddiq. A very good evening to you, Atif.
Good evening, Rashwan. After that enterprising game just minutes before for that all-important third place, it was superb football in action on display, and hoping nothing less from these two deservedly top sides and in this all-important final.
Indeed, these two teams had to fight harder in those group stages to make a spot, to find a spot rather, in this all-important final. It was NSBM who got a walkover in their first game against SLTC. They did comfortably win against SLIIT City Uni, where they had to do plenty of hard work, and they did win that game 3-1. And then on the other hand, in Group B, it was SLIIT who played off a 2-all draw against KDU, and then when they played University of Mortua, it was all to play for. The winners would have found a spot in that final, and it was SLIIT who came on top in a 5-goal thriller, 3-2. So quite high scoring side, SLIIT. But on the other hand, NSBM as well, in home conditions, will look to try and walk away with a silverware. Moments away from kickoff, as NSBM will kick things off from left to right on your screens.
And it's NSBM to kick things off in this final. Straight away, trying to find his number 9 and finds him in an offside position. SLIIT on the other hand, coming into this all-important final with loads of confidence after the win in that SLIIT Unity Shield tournament. And here's NSBM clearing their lines successfully, and good off-ball pressing by NSBM, and safely pouched. A decent crowd has been built up in this Phase 2 grounds for these all-important finals to support the home team, and it's a yellow card straight away for NSBM centre half. That was a tactical foul. He had to bring him down. If not, it was a one-on-one opportunity for NSBM against the SLIIT goalkeeper. Good stuff from SLIIT in this opening exchanges. It will be Prabhashwara under this dead ball, will be trying to hit the target, and here's Prabhashwara. It's a decent hit and hits the final defender. Good block by NSBM, and here's NSBM in that counter attack. That was a really decent hit by Prabhashwara, and the crowds go wild after that enterprising passage of play.
Indeed, it was NSBM who was pinned to the back, and brilliant work in the back to keep SLIIT just at bay. Playing with a high press, NSBM quite early on, and that will be the name of the game. It's not the best of passes. And a brilliant ball being played, but a tad bit heavy on that occasion. A comfortable collection for the goalkeeper.
In these opening exchanges, NSBM have been all over the place, but on the other hand, SLIIT has hold their nerve, and they have been putting on some good passes, and they have paid. It has paid dividends for them with that early free kick in a testing position for NSBM, and here's SLIIT yet again trying to play it out from the back, and yet again NSBM with their high press, winning the small duels, and here's this is really good by NSBM, and there's an opportunity to score, and there goes NSBM go 1 goal up in this all-important final in the 4th minute.
It's the skipper Lairu Randenia who breaks the deadlock in this final, and the captain stepping up when it was needed for them, and brilliantly done by the NSBM skipper Lairu Randenia. Gives them first blood and will well and surely put SLIIT under a lot of pressure. A calm and composed finish from his left foot. Lairu Randenia stepping up when it's needed.
All credit must go to all the NSBM players for the off-ball pressing. Brilliant off-ball pressing, and it did win them the ball in that crucial position, and Lairu Randenia did not do any mistake, finding the back of the net. Superb finish, a proper number 9's finish from Lairu Randenia, carrying his team forward.
Indeed, brilliant stuff from NSBM, and that will be important for them now. They have got that goal quite early in this first half, and keeping hold of this lead will be the tricky one. And this can be quite dangerous, Atif. Teams who go ahead quite early on will look to defend for the majority of this game, and game of football can be quite tricky. And even in the last kick of the game, the opposition can equalize proceedings.
Also, I should mention, Reshwan, in this coaching heat, with their high off-ball press, they should take care of their stamina as well, and it will put the NSBM players to real test. And as we speak, it's a SLIIT player down due to a cramp, and as I mentioned before, it's scorching hot out here at the Phase 2 grounds in Homagama at this NSBM University premises.
Slight stoppage for an injury concerned player. Back on his feet. That's good news for SLIIT University. We'll take a look at that goal once again. That was all started from that high press, and then skipper Lai Randhania making no mistake, just putting that ball in the back of the net, and that's a good quality from a striker. It was quite regulation for him.
Indeed, and there was a huge buzz around before kickoff about Lai Randhania and his finishing skills, and yes, he has shown what he is capable of, and he has put NSBM to an early lead, and here's NSBM yet again. And as we speak, it's a free kick for NSBM due to an unforced error by the SLIIT defender.
Indeed, SLIIT will have to be quite cautious in the back. They've already gone down one goal. It will be quite tough to go past this defense of NSBM. But this time around, will be the number 7, Hussey, with the free kick. His left foot. And that's missed everyone.
Yeah, not the best of the free kicks. The manager or the coach wouldn't be proud of that effort, and nevertheless, play continues, and it's SLIIT with the position. Really good off-ball pressing, really good stuff by NSBM, and also enforcing the offside. Superb stuff by NSBM. This is eye-catching stuff. Not the prettiest football, but mighty effective from NSBM.
Indeed, surely NSBM getting the job done. That will be the important task for them. Once again, those long throw-ins will come into that penalty area. Once again, skipper Lai Randhania just try to win back position from that throw-in. But good attacking intentions straight up from NSBM.
And he's SLIIT with position. Yet again, that high press for NSBM. And the shot on target. Not a bad effort. Testing the goalkeeper off his blocks, and this is good stuff, great stuff indeed from NSBM. If any youngster is joining us with the live coverage, take your notebooks out and take some notes of this off-ball pressing by the NSBM lads. Brilliant stuff on display.
Indeed, really playing some good football. sticking to their basics and sticking to their strength. I think NSBM they look to counter this defense, as we see once again. But 15 a tad bit too heavy on that occasion. But well and surely still knocking on the door after going front quite early in the game.
There's number 11 for NSBM. Mithujit Ratnayaka losing the ball on that left wing, and this is good. This is good football from both the sides. Long throw in taken, and fails to find his man up front, and SLIIT switches position, and beautiful through ball and finds the number 22, and he goes one-on-one, and brilliant save by the number 1 of NSBM, Dulanja De Silva, spreading his legs to great effect and denying SLIIT, and in the meantime NSBM winning a free kick for themselves.
Did once again just picking up from where the third place game finished off. Atif, once again that save was quite important for NSBM. If not, it would have been once again from where we started off. And SLIIT can find themselves unfortunately not being able to equalize proceedings.
The best of free kicks taken, and here's number 77 for SLIIT. Stefan Cruz trying to make amends of that clearance, and here's a SLIIT yet again to Cruz, and Cruz plays it out back, and flighted delivery safely pouched by the goalkeeper. And here's the good defending by SLIIT. Still yet to clear their lines, and this is good. This is really good from NSBM, keeping the defenders on their toes.
Did brilliant work, showing up plenty of commitment are these NSBM lads. They are really here to play. On the other hand, SLIIT should calm things down in the middle. They're rushing things, they're rushing their throw-ins, going in for those challenges. I think that's what happens when you go down trailing quite early on in a game, and in an all-important final as well. The pressure is well and surely mounted on the SLIIT University.
Indeed, and since that goal went in, Reshwan, SLIIT has been trying to play NSBM's pace, and it's not quite working for them, and NSBM taking the full advantage of it, and here's SLIIT in a good position to make amends with that throw-in. Finds his man, but fails to create an opportunity. Here's NSBM with some good footwork. Losing the ball in an important position, and yet to clear their lines, NSBM. Good committed defensive work, and here's SLIIT with a great opportunity.
Opportunities won't come easy for SLIIT. They'll have to capitalize with whatever they get. We did see them getting a good clear-cut opportunity to try and equalize proceedings, but that was not the case. And SBM now once again just gifting away position when they need to just try and run that clock down. We're into the halfway mark of this first half. And SBM, after going ahead, haven't got plenty of opportunities. It's been SLIIT who have found themselves bossing some attacking threats. But now once again, playing that through ball well, but dealt well by this NSBM defense, but managing to do well once again. SLIIT showing patience, gets a shot out the skipper, but once again a good save.
This is superb end-to-end football, Reshwan, and this is what we want to come and watch in a final. Yes, not the prettiest football on display, but tackles flying all over and shots into both the goals, and SLIIT will be looking for that all-important equalizer as soon as possible. And as we speak, here's SLIIT yet again. The SLIIT defenders should be very mindful of the NSBM forwards with their high press. Because of their high press, they did score their first goal, and SLIIT should be very, very mindful in that final third of their half.
Once again, a good line-out throw, just not being able to find a teammate on that occasion, NSBM. But nevertheless, here goes SLIIT, who are really looking to try and get back into level terms. But a good switch play. Controls it well, but that SLIIT University defender was first to it. And good work from that defender, but we'll have to backpedal quickly.
This is what I was saying before, Reshwan. With that high press, there could be tired legs into the latter part of this half, and we are witnessing tired legs of this NSBM players. Bit of clumsy passes in this past 5 or so minutes, and SLIIT on the other hand with some really good patience shown. They have created a couple of chances as well, and ball kept alive by SLIIT, and here's the number 7 for SLIIT, Prabhashwar. SLIIT in no hurry whatsoever, keeping the ball on ground, and finds their number striker, and here's Cruz with a shot and a save from Dulanjana De Silva yet again. This is his third crucial save done, and that's a well-made tackle from SLIIT, winning the ball yet again. And here's Dilakshan in that number 22 jersey.
Both teams really fighting it out for position. Now SLIIT will approach this final 10 minutes of this first half with a lot of urgency. They love to go into the break with a goal.
Indeed, and but kudos to SLIIT. They have been winning those slight little battles in this past 5 or so minutes, and with that they have won themselves a free kick in a good position. I'm sure Mitujit Ratnaik and co will be looking for a good ball into the box from their set piece taker. Look, by the looks of his run up, Hill might go for goal straight away.
Of major part of this first half. Plenty of support. A decent crowd in here at the NSBM Phase 2 grounds. Skipper Randania's challenge was given out a free kick with SLIIT with an opportunity to try and put this ball into that penalty area. Good ball into that penalty area, but the captain from the behind of that free kick just couldn't connect his header, and if that header was connected, things would have been quite different out here.
That was a beautiful ball from Lukman, finding his man to perfection, but fails to get the right contact of his head. Here's the replay of it. Beautiful ball. A slight confusion in the and here's
Once again, a good ball being played from the back. Shout for a handball, but otherwise says the referee. Throw in coming NSBM's way.
and NSBM sets up for a long throw-in. Safely negotiated, and a foul called in favor of SLIIT. Lukman takes a quick free kick and finds his man on the wing. It's number 22, Delsikan, with the through ball and finds Cruz. Cruz once again one-on-one, and he great sliding tackle from the goalkeeper Fernando Dulanja De Silva rather, avoiding Cruz go through, and Dulanja De Silva holding his ground firmer still with a clean slate. Good attacking football from SLIIT.
Brilliant through ball played by young Enoch Methania, but a tad bit too heavy. Now SLIIT, who are really heading into this final 5 minutes of this first half under a lot of pressure. Like how that defensive line of NSBM have been formed throughout this first half, and they have really come out with a plan and really stick into it, Atif.
Indeed, and SLIIT has been clearly the better side in this last 15 minutes, Rashwan, because NSBM has looked all over the place since that goal. Yes, they did start the game pretty well, but since it has been all SLIIT with a good chunk of possession and testing Dulanja De Silva, the NSBM goalkeeper, in regular intervals. And here's Dulanja De Silva on your screen with making some crucial saves to keep a clean slate for NSBM. And NSBM yet again through Trevin Varnakulusurya. Here's Nipuna Dimel trying to find Lahiru Randenia in the box, but safely defended by Lukman. SLIIT yet again clearing the lines, and good ball shielding from NSBM number 4. Fails to make amends from it, and SLIIT showing urgency after the ball going out of play, and look.
NSBM's first goal courtesy the skipper Lahiru Randenia. It's been a SLIIT who has really got some clear-cut opportunities, Atif, but just not being able to put that ball in the back of the net.
Indeed, and with this 4-4-2 formation that SLIIT is playing, in my opinion, they are lacking an extra man in that forward line. Cruz to cross the ball and for an open goal situation, rather going in that right far post of Cruz, and Cruz yet again, and with all the excitement, it's an offside from
Last play of this first half, which has been quite evenly contested. Even though NSBM have gone front ahead quite early in this first half, it's been SLIIT who's been knocking on the door, but just not being able to just apply those finishing touches, which could really come and haunt them back in that second half coming up. Possible a couple of minutes more left, but the referee says otherwise, and it's half time. It will be NSBM who will go into the break with the lead, with just the 1-goal lead, courtesy their skipper Lai Randania's goal in that 5th minute. As SLIIT University will really have their work cut out in that second half coming up. And it will be both teams who will be playing for all of it in that second half coming up. As you see the halftime score confirmation, it will be NSBM who will be going into the break with just the 1-goal lead. As plenty to play for SLIIT and NSBM as well. That second half coming up on the other side.
Dive into a world of endless possibilities and ensure that you graduate with a degree in life. NSBM Green University. It's not just a degree, but a 360 degree. NSBM Green University. It's not just a degree, but a 360 degree.
අපි ගිහින් බලමු මේ සැරේ මාස්ටර්කාඩ් මර්කන්ටයිල් රග්බි 7 ටූර්නමන්ට් එකේ සුවිශේෂී අවස්ථා මොනවද කියලා. What do you think about this event?
A really big event. We don't hear about Sri Lankan rugby in England, so it's surprising to see how many people are here and how many players there are. It's really well organised, yeah.
So Dan, any thoughts of level in rugby in Sri Lanka?
Really good. Surprisingly, again, we don't hear much about Sri Lankan rugby, so it's good to come over here and see how high quality the Sevens rugby is. Yeah.
මුලින්ම මම කියන්න ඕනේ මේකේ ටයිටල් ස්පොන්සර් මාස්ටර්කාඩ් මර්කන්ටයිල් රග්බි 7 සීසන් තමයි ටූර්නමන්ට් එක අපි යන්නේ. ඉතින් මාස්ටර්කාඩ් මුලින්ම තෑන්ක් කරන්න ඕනේ. ඊට පස්සේ අපේ සමගාමී වෙන්න ඉතුරු සියලුම ස්පොන්සර්ස්ලා අපේ මීඩියා Papare සුප්‍රීම් TV සුප්‍රීම් SFM වගේ කට්ටිය ඒ හැමෝම මම විශේෂයෙන් මතක් කරන්න ඕනේ. ඒත් එක්කම මේ ටීම්ස් වලට විශේෂයෙන් කියන්න ඕනේ. ඒගොල්ලෝගේ ටීම්ස් එක ඒගොල්ලෝගේ පාර්ටිසිපේෂන් එක නැත්නම් අපිට ටූර්නමන්ට් එකක් කරන්න විදිහක් නැහැ. ඒතකොට ඒගොල්ලෝ තමයි මේ ඉවෙන්ට් එකේ මේන්ම පාර්ට් එක. So ඒගොල්ලන්ට especially thank කරන්න ඕනේ and my committee. So they done a wonderful job here. ඒගොල්ලෝ මේ organize කරන හැම දෙයකම කරපු විදියට especially thank කරන්න ඕනේ.
එතන කිව්වොත් මේ ශ්‍රී ලංකාව අපි වැඩි practice sessions තිබ්බේ නැහැ. අපි සති දෙකක් විතර එකට ඇවිල්ලා පොඩි sessions ටිකක් තියලා මේ video sessions ටිකක් අපි ඔක්කොම එකට හිටියා. මේ tournament එක මම හිතන්නේ ගොඩක් මේ වගේ tournament එකක් ගහන එක අපිට ඒ වගේ ඒෂියා රග්බි සීරීස් එකක් යන්න මේ ගොඩක් උදව් වෙනවා. මම හිතන්නේ players ලා ඔක්කොම against ඊට එකේ දැන් අපි ඔක්කොම එකතු වෙලා මේ ලංකාව වෙනුවෙන් හොඳ මේ සුදාමයක ඉන්නවා.
ඒ කියන්නේ අපිට ඒෂියා 7s රග්බි ටූර්නමන්ට් එක ගැන ලොකු බලාපොරොත්තුවක් ශ්‍රී ලාංකිකයෙක් විදිහට අපිට තියාගන්න පුළුවන්.
අනිවාර්යයෙන්.
ගොඩක් සතුටුයි. හැමෝටම ලොකු chance එකක්. ඉතින් මම හැමෝගෙම ඉල්ලනවා ඊළඟ පාර ගොඩක් අය අපට තරඟයක් වෙන්න එන්න කියලා.
දේශීය සත්සාමාජික රග්බිටියේ උද්වේගකර උණුසුම් සත්සාමාජික රග්බි තරගාවලිය මාස්ටර්කාඩ් මර්කන්ටයිල් රග්බි සෙවන්ස් 2025 තරගමාලාව මේ අයුරින් කොළඹ ලන්ඩන් ප්ලේස් CRNFC ක්‍රීඩාංගණයේදී නිමාව දකිනවා. මම ලිපුන් මදුරංග ශ්‍රී ලංකාවේ අංකය ක්‍රීඩා නාලිකාව ThePapare සමග.
Elevate your game with the Papare, Sri Lanka's ultimate sports destination. Together, we unite a nation through the love of sports. Tune in to the Papare, your home for all things sports. Live the action, feel the excitement.
Dive into a world of endless possibilities. Soak up a wealth of knowledge. Strengthening your skills and preparing you for lifelong success. We believe in fostering growth through experience and ensure that you graduate with a degree in life. NSBM Green University. It's not just a degree, but a 360 degree.
අසීමිත අවස්ථාවන් සපිරි ලොවකට පිවිසෙන්න NSBM හරිත සරසවිය පරිපූර්ණ විශ්වවිද්‍යාල අත්දැකීමක්.
Dive into a world of endless possibilities. Soak up a wealth of knowledge. Strengthening your skills and preparing you for lifelong success. We believe in fostering growth through experience and ensure that you graduate with a degree in life. NSBM Green University. It's not just a degree, but a 360 degree. Dive into a world of endless possibilities and ensure that you graduate with a degree in life. NSBM Green University. It's not just a degree, but a 360 degree. NSBM Green University. It's not just a degree, but a 360 degree. Dive into a world of endless possibilities and ensure that you graduate with a degree in life. NSBM Green University. It's not just a degree, but a 360 degree.
අසීමිත අවස්ථාවන් සපිරි ලොවකට පිවිසෙන්න NSBM හරිත සරසවිය පරිපූර්ණ විශ්වවිද්‍යාල අත්දැකීමක්.
Welcome back to these pictures when you're here at the NSBM University, the Phase 2 grounds, inside this massive property. And if you have just tuned into Sri Lanka's #1 sports channel, ThePapare, we are here at the Shield of Greens, the final between host NSBM and SLIIT University. It was quite evenly poised in that first half, even though NSBM did go ahead quite early on, courtesy their skipper Lahir Randhaniya. But it's been SLIIT University who have raised plenty of questions, but all unanswered ones in that first half. Plenty of work cut out for the team trailing SLIIT University. They'll have to bring out their A game in attack to try and get back into level term and try and push this game for a win. Next 30 minutes of football will tell us who will be crowned as champions of this Shield of Greens football tournament for the 90th anniversary. And it will be a very, very interesting 30 minutes coming up on Sri Lanka's #1 sports channel, ThePapare. You can watch the live action on Dialog Television, channel number 63, the Dialog ViU app, and thepapare.com. Time will run out for SLIIT University. We did see them getting plenty of clear-cut opportunities in that first half, but just not being able to capitalize. And this time quite early on, goes down in the penalty area. But plenty of questions being raised at the referee. But the referee says no foul. And an early reprieve for NSBM in the back. And breathing a lot of fire now, SLIIT, and coming out and trying to make a statement quite early on in this second half. And basically, in this second half, the team who scores first will probably go out down and win this game as well. Just not much in it, but worthy of a shout to try and get a penalty, but that's been not the case. SLIIT will well and surely will have to continue in knocking on the door.
And it's SLIIT losing the ball in a good position. And here's NSBM and Lahir Ratnayaka. Randhaniya, beg your pardon, viewers. Good ball retention and stolen by NSBM. Here's NSBM. Yet again, spreading the play out wide and SLIIT trying to clear the lines and fails to do so in the first attempt. And here's Cruz winning that battle, and Cruz keeps the ball alive. Beautifully crossed in by 21. This is good signs for SLIIT.
Indeed, they'll have to continue this. We did see them really try and knocking on the door in that first half. But things just didn't go their way. in that first half, and that's the first booking of the game. A challenge on that SLIIT University skipper. It was the number 15, the guilty party. Once again, NSBM now, they have lacked some opportunity up front. Referee says otherwise. And now SLIIT looking to punch in this counter attack. Through ball being played, I think that will be not the easiest of jobs to do in this playing field. And SLIIT University will have to take a learning from the other counterparts who played in the third place game, SLIIT City Uni, who really played some exceptional possession-based football. I think that will be key for SLIIT University if they are to try and come back into this game.
Indeed, Rashwan, and here's a SLIIT yet again down that left wing, trying to make something happen. Here's the replay of it. Number 21, Rijwan. It was with that cross with his left foot. NSBM has shown some good football throughout this game so far. And from this commentary box, can hear some good communication as well, because their captain keeps talking to his players, and here's NSBM with possession and driving it forward. And a misplaced pass from the NSBM midfielder. Here's the SLIIT looking for that equalizing goal. SLIIT trying to keep it really simple, and here's a run. And that should be a penalty, but the referee says otherwise, and the referee says it was too soft for a penalty call, and SLIIT walks away, fortunately, and here's SLIIT with a quick throw-in. This is enterprising football, Rashwan, isn't it?
Indeed, Atif. I think SLIIT Uni defense was almost caught napping and almost paid the price as well. But now once again in attack and into a good position, but dealt well by the NSBM defense, managing to keep them in bay now. Skipper looking to try and play this ball forward. Plays that ball well, scanning his options, but a touch tad bit too heavy. As we take a look at that replay, that penalty shout, there was a jersey pull, but was it enough? I don't think the referee had a good view of it. And I think SLIIT can breathe a sigh of relief and can find themselves fortunate in not conceding a penalty.
Indeed, it was a 50-50 call, Rashwan, and the referee's call stands. And here's SLIIT. Here's Rijwan, and finds number 22, Dil Sikan, and he drives through the wing, and superb defending, concedes a corner, and SLIIT will be really happy with how the game has progressed in the second half. Here's Dil Sikan winning a corner for his university. Rijwan with the dead ball duties, and puts in a good ball, and there scores. SLIIT have equalized through him, Sara, the skipper. This was coming, Rashwan, in the whole of the second half.
Indeed, he gets his captain's armband, and he follows his counterpart and heads his team a goal, and a much needed one for SLIIT as well. And a brilliant set piece work from SLIIT University to just spice things up in this final. And it's the two skippers who have found themselves in the score sheet. Lairu Randhaniya from NSBM and Himsara from SLIIT, who follows his counterpart.
Now this is a real character test of the NSBM players, Reshwan, because they have found themselves in a really huge trouble. And SLIIT, on the other hand, have held their nerve and showed some good composure. SLIIT now taking their time to clear their lines and take the goal kick as we speak. It's a substitution for NSBM. NSBM skipper Lairu Randhaniya has been taken off from the NSBM coach. Tactical call, one could say, but we'll see what's going to happen. And here's SLIIT yet again. This is good. This is really good football from SLIIT. Asking the questions, and Rijwan with yet another opportunity with the corner.
A big decision coming in from the NSBM outfit, taking off their skipper, who did find the back of the net quite early on in that first half. And now that's a good turn. Brilliant turn, and NSBM are here to play now. And but brilliant defensive work. But the shot out of nowhere has been saved. And that will be a corner. And this passage of play has just brought some life back into this team. And the atmosphere just picking up as the sun sets here at the NSBM grounds. Phase 2.
This is really, really good stuff we are witnessing in this Phase 2 grounds at NSBM University premises. End-to-end stuff, and here's NSBM with that short corner. Will try to whip it into the box, and he finds the side netting. Crowd has gone wild, and everyone is on their toes in this Phase 2 grounds at NSBM. Here's Lokman doing the goal kick duties, and finds number 22 Delsikad, and safely Dulanja de Silva. He has been really good in this game so far, enforcing 3 good saves, and here's him yet again.
A massive shift in momentum between both sides, Atif, since that equalizing goal. It was SLIIT who got that goal from that set piece. The corner was just too good, and a good finishing header as well. And if you just him that free kick for Lukman, but he's well him dance, and he's come back and really equalized things here.
In the celebration he did showed why he has been appointed as captain. SLIIT will be looking for another goal to go into the lead. And Rijwan combining and throw in favor of SLIIT. This was what I was talking. The stamina. NSBM did go with a high press in that first half, in the opening stages of that first half, and now most of the players are coming up with cramps, and here's NSBM with a free kick. Good control, but equally well defended by SLIIT. Shouts for a free kick and the referee says otherwise, and here's NSBM. Safely defended by the skipper Himasara himself. And here's NSBM with the throw in. Trying nice cute little turn, but and he wins a corner for NSBM. It will be Nipuna Dimel with the corner taking duties. He'll be try to match what Ridgewan did in the other end, but opts to go for another corner taking technique, and here's NSBM still with the ball and tries to take the shot. Ricochets off the defender, and a shot from range goes off target, and plenty of encouragement for NSBM from the home crowd. This is what football is all about. It's played with lots of crowd support, and here's Lukman yet again with another goal kick. SLIIT playing with patience and through the trying that love pass. Goes for a long throw and finds a touch, and it's a throw in yet again for SLIIT, and takes it quickly. Here's Rivaldo, and SLIIT slicing through that NSBM defense, and yes, it was obvious that Ridgewan rather was in an offside position. Good defensive work by NSBM.
Once again now SLIIT. They've really picked things up well. We did mention that the next goal at the start of this second half might be the decisive one as the game progresses. And if things end as it is now at the end of the 14 minutes which is left on our clock, it will be decided via a penalty shootout, the winners of this championship. Once again a through ball being played, quite tricky, but dealt well once again. Calm and composed stuff from the back for NSBM. Once again really showing some commitment, trying to shift into attack, but a clear foul on that occasion. A free kick in their own half for NSBM, an opportunity just to get upfield.
NSBM number 4, Trevin Varrakulusurya, will be looking to find someone inside SLIIT's half, but fails to do so, and here's SLIIT giving away the ball yet again. Jacinto Fernando with nifty bit of footwork with that captain's armband taken from Lahir Randhani, and that's a push, and that will be a booking for Ridgewan. Unnecessary, I must say, from Ridgewan. Good play from Jacinto. And here's Nipuna Dimel and Jacinto Fernando, and that's an own goal. That's an own goal from the feet of Lukman. Jacinto Fernando enforcing it. Won the free kick and converted it. NSBM will take it however it comes. And NSBM go into the lead in the 50th minute of this game. A goal out of nowhere for NSBM, and they go into lead.
A goal just against the run of play. And it's NSBM who have pulled things back. And they'll defend all their dear life in the next 11 minutes or so. This is good, and that's a foul. And that will be a free kick. And the last thing SLIIT University will want is the emotions coming on top.
This is really unnecessary from SLIIT. Also, Rijwan, after all the good work he did in this opening stages in this second half, he'll be kicking himself out, conceding that free kick, which led to that Jacinto Fernando's goal, which gave NSBM the lead. And yet again, SLIIT conceding a free kick just outside that penalty box. As you mentioned, Reshwan, SLIIT shouldn't be letting their emotions take over them. And here's NSBM. Here's the substitution.
We head into the final 10 minutes of this thrilling final. It's had it all. We had some early goals. We had an equalizing goal, but once again NSBM have managed to pull things back. SLIIT once again will have to come from behind and do all those hard work. Second time calling as well. Not much time left on the clock, Atif. These 10 minutes will be a long 10 minutes for the lads in white, and will be 10 minutes that will fly away for the lads in purple.
Indeed, and SLIIT should be calming their nerves and hold their composure in this last 10 minutes and try and find another equalizer which will take the game to a penalty shootout. And here's NSBM with a long throw in. Well dealt with SLIIT by SLIIT, and it takes a shot from range. And here's Del Sican and Jacinto Fernando, that stand-in captain. Yet again, Fernando has been all over the place for NSBM and doing it all for them. Dulanja de Silva has been brilliant in this game, and here's NSBM. And yet again, an unnecessary foul. Fouls are flying in from the SLIIT players right now after that goal from Jacinto Fernando.
Indeed, things are going to get quite fiery in this final stages. SLIIT now really looking to try and get that equalizing goal. They did it once, they'll have to do it the second time as well, and try and push this game for a penalty shootout, which could go either way. A bit too weak on that occasion. An offside call against SLIIT Uni, and that will really take some time off this game now. And in set pieces like this, NSBM will take their own cool time. They are defending their dear life here. He'll want to kick this ball downfield. Not good from SLIIT. They need to play this ball forward. They need to be positive. They lose position, but win back. Once again, skipper. He'll need to produce the goods. An offside call now. Once again, back-to-back calls have gone against SLIIT. man with the gloves for NSBM. He has done his bit. He's really kept brilliantly well. Once again, a strong header. Does SLIIT have one more attacking move that can put that ball in the back of the net and force this game into a penalty shootout? This is good from NSBM, just running that clock down. Really frustrating this SLIIT outfit. And inviting them to go for those hard and tough challenges.
Indeed, and 5.5 minutes plus added time is whole lot of minutes in these kind of situations. And shout is to take the goal kick really quickly from the SLIIT bench, and here's Lukman. Enforces a throw in favor of SLIIT. SLIIT will be eager to get and do amends from that. And here's Delsikan on the right wing. Is that a push down? And referee says it's not a push down. And here's number 8 for NSBM. Cruz to Fizri Afsal. Afsal tries to find Rijwan. Too much on that ball, and Dulanja De Silva clears his lines, and just 4 minutes to go plus added time. NSBM will be eager to run the clock down and take as much time as possible. One Vitanage. And here's Juan Vitanage with the cross in to the box, and number 8 Nipuna Dimel doesn't find the best of contacts, and yet again the shout is to go for a quick goal kick. Here's Lukman. Lukman will be looking someone in the far end and fails to do so, and committed defensive stuff from SLIIT, and Himsara to the rescue. Skipper for SLIIT.
With the clock running out, SLIIT will have to be quite urgency now. They'll have to show plenty of urgency. Try and get this ball upfield. But that won't help. Clearances won't help. And that is just a careless from the NSBM keeper. He didn't have to do that. He had enough of time to get that ball into his hands, but that has paid dividends, and that will be the goal that will decide this game and the championship. A brilliant finish, and what a fitting end to this game. It's NSBM, courtesy Mohammad Muntazir, who gets that winning goal. And at the end, it will be quite a comprehensive win for NSBM. Against the run of play, look at that finish. He waited for that ball to bounce and just finished it. Textbook stuff from Mohammad to put this game into bed and write them as the champions of this campaign. NSBM probably the deserving team to go on and win this, Atif. And a brilliant end to this game as well. We did see that this second half was quite evenly contested. But thanks to that decisive goal in that 58th minute, courtesy Mohamed Muntazeh, will give them the silverware at the end of this minute plus added time.
Indeed, it's just a matter of seconds. Just 30 seconds and plus added time to go in this finals in the 9th anniversary football encounter. The Shield of Greens organized by the NSBM Football Society. Here's SLIIT trying to find a consolation goal. Long throw in and safely dealt with by NSBM, and they'll be looking to run the clock down and just minutes away from winning this. Shield of Greens tournament as we speak. A late substitution for NSBM. Here's Lokman, and he shoots, and that's a goal. Game is not over yet, folks. It's Fezri Afzal with the consolation.
Will that be a tad bit too late for SLIIT? But the time has run down in our clock. Playing into added time with not much left in it. Can SLIIT pull another one out of the hat? Time will tell us. And that's your full-time whistle. The referee had his whistle. And it's NSBM who will walk out as champions of the Green Shield. The Shield of Green is well and surely here to be lifted by NSBM. A thrilling final, a thrilling 60 minutes of football we had, Atif. And what a fitting end to it. We did see 2 late goals, but it was enough for NSBM to walk out victorious, 3-2.
Indeed, and a game for ages. A thrilling end-to-end university football encounter. This is what you expect in a all-important finals, Rishwan, and they have delivered and they have shown why they are in the finals.
Indeed, plenty of heart should go out for SLIIT as well. They did really give it their all, but it was a tad bit too late for them to try and come back and win it. But it's NSBM who deservingly started off this final in good fashion, getting that early goal. And then it was backpedaling all game for SLIIT, even though they did come out and equalize proceedings in that second half. But it was NSBM who held their nerve and got that decisive second goal and the third goal. But then at the end, at the brink of full time, it was SLIIT who just pulled a goal back, and a consolation that will be.
Congratulations for NSBM, and there's the full-time confirmation. NSBM 3 and SLIIT reply 2 goals, and
indeed a brilliant game of football, a 5-goal thriller here in the final, worthy of a final here at the NSBM Phase 2 grounds. As the sun sets here, we'll head into a commercial break and be back with the presentation ceremony. But just before that, we'll look at the match highlights. goal thriller. That was skipper Larry Randhan who broke the deadlock quite early on in that first half. And then in the second half, it was Himsara, the skipper of SLIIT, who pulled things back to make it 1-1. And at that moment, we all thought SLIIT were well and surely in it to pull a big upset here. And that was an own goal, courtesy Lukman. But that shot was just with a lot of venom from Hasi. And then it was NSBM who were just going through the phases after getting that lead once again. And then this was that goal in that 58th minute that well and surely put this game into bed. At that moment it was 3-1, and which was quite far out for SLIIT to try and come back into this. But then at the brink of full time, it was SLIIT who finished off a brilliant goal to make it a 5-goal thriller here at the NSBM Phase 2 grounds. A brilliant campaign comes to an end, but to formally end things, we'll await for the post-match presentation ceremony on the other side.
Dive into a world of endless possibilities and ensure that you graduate with a degree in life. NSBM Green University. It's not just a degree, but a 360 degree. NSBM Green University. It's not just a degree, but a 360 degree. Dive into a world of endless possibilities and ensure that you graduate with a degree in life. NSBM Green University. It's not just a degree, but a 360 degree.
අසීමිත අවස්ථාවන් සපිරි ලොවකට පිවිසෙන්න NSBM හරිත සරසවිය පරිපූර්ණ විශ්වවිද්‍යාල අත්දැකීමක්.
NSBM Green University. It's not just a degree, but a 360 degree.
අයිබෝන් මම නිපුන් මතුරංග මාස්ටර්කාඩ් මර්කන්ටයිල් රග්බි සෙවන්ස් ටූර්නමන්ට් එකත් එක්ක මම ඉන්නේ CRNFC ක්‍රීඩාංගණේ. අපි ගිහින් බලමු මේ සැරේ මාස්ටර්කාඩ් මර්කන්ටයිල් රග්බි සෙවන්ස් ටූර්නමන්ට් එකේ සුවිශේෂී අවස්ථා මොනවද කියලා. What do you think about this event?
A really, really big event. We don't hear about Sri Lankan rugby in England, so it's surprising to see how many people are here and how many players there are. It's really well organised, yeah.
So Dan, any thoughts of level in rugby in Sri Lanka?
Really good. Surprisingly, again, we don't hear much about Sri Lankan rugby, so it's good to come over here and see how high quality the Sevens rugby is. Yeah.
මුලින්ම මම කියන්න ඕනේ මේකේ ටයිටල් ස්පොන්සර් මාස්ටර්කාඩ් මර්කන්ටයිල් රග්බි සෙවන්ස් ඉඳලා තමයි ටූර්නමන්ට් එක අපි යන්නේ. ඉතින් මාස්ටර්කාඩ් මුලින්ම තෑන්ක් කරන්න ඕනේ. ඊට පස්සේ අපේ සමගාමී වෙන්න ඉතුරු සියලුම ස්පොන්සර්ස්ලා අපේ මීඩියා Papare, Supreme, TV Supreme, SFM ඔය කට්ටිය. ඒ හැමෝම මම විශේෂයෙන් මතක් කරන්න ඕනේ. ඒත් එක්කම මේ ටීම්ස් වලට විශේෂයෙන් කියන්න ඕනේ. ඒගොල්ලෝගේ ටීම්ස් එක ඒගොල්ලෝගේ පාර්ටිසිපේෂන් එක නැත්නම් අපිට ටූර්නමන්ට් එකක් කරන්න විදිහක් නැහැ. ඒතකොට ඒගොල්ලෝ තමයි මේ ඉවෙන්ට් එකේ මේන්ම පාර්ට් එක. So ඒගොල්ලන්ට especially thank කරන්න ඕනේ and my committee. So they done a wonderful job here. ඒගොල්ලෝ මේ organize කරන හැම දෙයකම කරපු විදිහට especially thank කරන්න ඕනේ.
එතන කිව්වොත් මේ ශ්‍රී ලංකා අපි වැඩි ප්‍රැක්ටිස් තිබ්බේ නැහැ. අපි සති දෙකක් විතර එකට ඇවිල්ලා පොඩි සෙෂන්ස් ටිකක් දීලා මේ වීඩියෝ සෙෂන්ස් ටිකක් අපි ඔක්කොම එකට හිටියා. මේ ටූර්නමන්ට් එක මම හිතන්නේ ගොඩාක් මේ වගේ ටූර්නමන්ට් එකක් ගහන එක අපිට ඒ වගේ ඒෂියා රග්බි සීරීස් එකක් යන්න මේ ගොඩක් උදව් වෙනවා. මම හිතන්නේ ප්ලේයර්ස් ලා ඔක්කොම අගේන්ස්ට් ඊට එකේ දැන් අපි ඔක්කොම එකතු වෙලා මේ ලංකාව වෙනුවෙන් හොඳ මේ සුදාමයක ඉන්නවා.
ඒ කියන්නේ අපිට ඒෂියා සෙවන්ස් රග්බි ටූර්නමන්ට් එක ගැන ලොකු බලාපොරොත්තුවක් ශ්‍රී ලාංකිකයෙක් විදිහට අපිට තියාගන්න පුළුවන්.
අනිවාර්යයෙන්.
ගොඩක් සතුටුයි හැමෝටම ලොකු chance එකක්. ඉතින් මම හැමෝගෙම ඉල්ලනවා ඊළඟ පාර ගොඩක් අය අපට තරගයක් වෙන්න එන්න කියලා.
දේශීය සත්සාමාජික රග්බිටියේ උද්වේගකර උණුසුම් සත්සාමාජික රග්බි තරගාවලිය මාස්ටර්කාඩ් මර්කන්ටයිල් රග්බි සෙවන්ස් 2025 තරගමාලාව මේ අයුරින් කොළඹ ලන්ඩන් ප්ලේස් CRNFC ක්‍රීඩාංගණයේදී නිමාව දකිනවා. මම ලිපුන් මදුරංග ශ්‍රී ලංකාවේ අංකයේ ක්‍රීඩා නාලිකාව ThePapare සමග.
Elevate your game with the Papare, Sri Lanka's ultimate sports destination. Together, we unite a nation through the love of sports. Tune in to the Papare, your home for all things sports.
Self-Edge. For lifelong success, we believe in fostering growth through experience and ensure that you graduate with a degree in life. NSBM Green University. It's not just a degree, but a 360 degree.
අසීමිත අවස්ථාවන් සපිරි ලොවකට පිවිසෙන්න NSBM හරිත සරසවිය පරිපූර්ණ විශ්වවිද්‍යාල අත්දැකීමක්.
NSBM Green University. It's not a degree, but a 360 degree. Dive into a world of endless possibilities and ensure that you graduate with a degree in life. NSBM Green University. It's not just a degree, but a 360 degree. NSBM Green University. It's not just a degree, but a 360 degree.
රේස්කෝස් ග්‍රවුන්ඩ් එකේ South Asian Super Cup 2025 තරඟාවලියේ ශ්‍රී ලංකන් ටීම් එක සහ මොල්ඩිව්ස් ටීම් එක අතර තමයි අද තරඟය පැවැත්වෙන්නේ. ඉතින් අපි බලමු තරඟයේ ජය හිමි වෙන්නේ ශ්‍රී ලංකන් ටීම් එකටද එහෙම නැතිනම් මොල්ඩිව්ස් ටීම් එකටද කියලා. Asian Super Cup 2025 ෆුට්බෝල් තරඟාවලියේ ශ්‍රී ලංකාව සහ මාලදිව අතර පැවති තරඟයේ පළමු තරඟය මේ විදිහට අද දවසේ නිමාවට පත් වෙනවා. ඉතින් දෙවෙනි දවසේ තවත් තරඟයකින් හමු වීමේ බලාපොරොත්තුවෙන් අදට අපි ඔබෙන් සමුගන්නවා. මම බුද්ධි නාකන්දන ශ්‍රී ලංකාවේ අංක 1 ක්‍රීඩා නාලිකාව ThePapare සමග.
Dive into a world of endless possibilities and ensure that you graduate with a degree in life. NSBM Green University. It's not just a degree, but a 360 degree.
Welcome back for the post-tournament presentation ceremony out here at the NSBM Phase 2 grounds. It's been a brilliant tournament organized by the NSBM Sports Council, and it's time for the business end and the post-tournament presentation ceremonies and recognizing all the winners and the participants of this great campaign. Over to you down there for the post-match presentation ceremony.
නවවසරක අභිමානයත් සමගින් පාපන්දු ක්‍රීඩකයන්ගේ ජාබය ශක්තිය තුළින් ගොඩනැංගුණු ග්‍රීන් ෂීල්ඩ් 2025 පාපන්දු තරඟාවලියේ ජයග්‍රහණ ලැබූ කණ්ඩායම් සඳහා සහතික පත්‍ර සහ එක් කුසලාන ලබා දීමට අපි සූදානම්.
the awarding of ceremony, I cordially invite the Deputy Vice Chancellor of NSBM, Professor Shamindu Ratnayaka, Head of Student Affairs and Quality Assurance, Professor Martha Durangkutua, Head of Student Affairs, Mr. Disal Netavara, the Master in Charge of Football at NSBM, Mr. Dinet Dhananjaya, and the Head of Sports, Ms. Shalini Sewandi. NSBM 9th Anniversary Football Tournament 2025. Third place goes to SLIIT City University. Arshad Khan, Akit Ambahera, Francis Remoshan, M.R. Ashfaq Ahmad, Tariq Zulifkar, G.A.P. Vishwanath, D.C. Dilisian, Wyatt Dehadat, M.J.M. Arkam, M.A.M. Afik, M.N.M. Afham, W.A.N.D. Silva, Adisha Fernando, Gayan Berman, Abdul Hadil, Oshanta Kalhara, M.N. Ryan, A.M. Muskit.
ඒ අනුව ග්‍රීන් ෂීල්ඩ් 2025 පාපන්දු තරගාවලියේ දෙවන ස්ථානය දිනාගනු ලබන්නේ KDU. සමාවන්න ග්‍රීන් ෂීල්ඩ් 2025 තරගාවලියේ දෙවන ස්ථානය දිනාගනු ලබන්නේ ස්ලිට්. TGMC හිම්සර, AR Tinas Ahmed, DVS Stefan Kouras, LA Lukman, SAPPS AA Prabhashara, SN Rewardle, MN Ravijan, KT Dilkshan, MR Umar, MFN Umar, IM Rifar Afsal, MA Abdul Asir, Ahmad MSA, Fel MAR, B Mohammed, HP Gavinit, DJB Marasingha, MN Ansaf, Nuhan, Hemanti, AMH.
Samadita Pereira, Lahiru Randeniya, Midujit Ratnayaka, Hasindu Fernando, Uwan Vitanage, Trevin Varnakulasuriya, Dilit Guruge, SK Hevage, Nipuna D. Mel, Aminu Anuf, AM Saris Ahmed, MDD Randika, Kavishan Dinujaya, Kavishka Teshan, Debarara WYK, R.I. Methania, Kasun Madhushankar, Muhammad Iffas, Umar Ahmed, Taisei Ishiyama. Among these many talents of today, these particular talents are the most prominent. The best defender of the tournament goes to SLIIT L.A. Lukman. Best goalkeeper goes to NSBM Dulanje de Silva. Top scorer goes to KDU Rehan Pereira. And finally, not the least, the best player of NSBM 9th anniversary football tournament goes to NSBM Muhammad Mansir.
ඒ අනුව NSBM Green University ෆුට්බෝල් ටූර්නමන්ට් සඳහා අද දවසේ 3 වන ස්ථානය දිනාගෙන ඒ කුසලාන හිමි කරනු ලබන්නේ SLIIT City Uni. ඒ අනුව දෙවන ස්ථානය සඳහා කුසලාන හිමි කරගනු ලබන්නේ SLIIT University.
And the champions of the NSBM 9th year anniversary football tournament goes to NSBM Green University.
Well, that's a wrap from here. It's NSBM who will walk away with the silverware. And fitting end to this football tournament organized by NSBM Sports Council. It's a wrap from all of us here as we say a goodbye.
Stand by for opener.
Sri Lanka's #1 sports channel, ThePapare.
3, 2, 1, roll.
ඉදින්න ශ්‍රී ලංකාවේ අංක 1 ක්‍රීඩා නාලිකාව ThePapare සමග.
Welcome back to the Papare.
Welcome to the live broadcast on ThePapare.
Good luck, guys. Good luck, everyone.
The Papare, Sri Lanka's #1 television sports channel.